Poor little fella. Poor little guy. He didn't tell any stories. Oh, that's right. He didn't. Because he probably didn't want to under the boat. Yeah,
Take that out of context. I'm gonna.
This was a family trip. It was a family. This is a family story. But luckily he didn't have to dive underneath the boat and untangle us. I was able to reach it. So. Seriously, it was like, where was it? It was a crab trap. And
What? But seriously, folks.
But seriously. Never mind.
That story didn't get better, it got worse.
Never mind. I'll let him tell you.
Misha stripped down and put some goggles in because we were attacked. Because we had crabs.
He said you would tell us some more stories, so I hope you could elaborate on that, maybe?
He did?
Yeah.
Speaking of dicks, I mean... no, I remember, someone relayed to me what he said, and it sounded like he had done a great job of telling the story.
Yeah.
Was it? Were you there, or did you just watch
I wasn't there, I watched it online.
Watched the video. So it was like about me going down, something. I stripped my clothes off, and then I went down, I went under, right?
Yeah, because there was like something stuck under the boat.
Something happened like that.
Yeah.
That's true. Actually, you know what? That boat trip for me was totally emasculating. Because Jensen is a mariner. Kind of. Like, he had a boat for a little while, but then he got rid of his boat. So, he went out a few times and he learned a few things. And I was gonna like drive this boat, and I was like, come on, Jensen, you wanna go bring the family down? We'll go drive a boat. And I hit another boat, pretty much right away. Oh no, that wasn't the first thing that happened. The first thing that happened was I couldn't start the boat. And I was like, well, it's okay, we can call like this boat AAA. And he was like, is it in, do you have it in neutral? And I was like, of course I have it in. Yes, it is in neutral. Let me try again. Yeah, no, it started. I don't know why it started. And then I had another boat, and then something else happened, and Jensen saved the day, and then we had this crab trap that we threw down. We put some bait in the crab trap, we threw it out when we went out, then we come back, we got the crab trap, and then pulling it up, and the ropes get all tangled up. I presume in the propellers, we're going to be stranded out here for days. And so I work on it, I can't get it, I'm reaching around. I have this little waterproof case on my iPhone, so I stick it in the water and I video under the boat to see if I can figure out what it's stuck on. Of course you can't see shit with that. So, and I felt like a real problem solver at that point. And then Jensen's like, well, let me try it. I was like, I already tried it. You can't get it, it's stuck. And so he starts wiggling with it, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to be proactive. So I start taking my clothes off. Because I'm going to jump in the water and swim underwater into the propellers and, untangle the rope. And as soon as I get my clothes off, Jensen's like, all right, I got it, guys. I don't know, at a certain point I would say, why do you have to do that? Like, just let it stay stuck until I can unstick it. Because I'm looking like a real schmuck out here all day. Anyway. It felt pretty insensitive. What's that? Crabs in the trap. Fuck. Yes, we had some monster crabs in the trap. And We had crabs, pretty serious case. West had learned how to sex the crabs, so you know males, females, he can tell which one is which. And he's like, that one's a female, we have to throw it back, that one's a female. Now we were left with these two really big males that we're allowed to keep. And he kind of tortured them a little bit. He tortured one. And I thought, that's okay. I mean, he's not torturing them per se. He's just, sort of playing with the crabs and learning about crab anatomy. And we're going to eat them anyway, so, tough shit, And then he ripped one of their claws off. And, which happens, more easily than you would think with a crab. And then he was like, oh, well, this one's no good, and throws it over. You waited all day with this crab trap out here to get the crab. What are you doing? And so a couple weeks previous, we caught a couple of crabs, me and my brother, and we left the crab. We had 2 crabs again, and we left them on the counter in a paper bag in the kitchen overnight. Thinking like, they'll probably still be okay. And apparently, when you Google after you eat them, you find out that's why you feel sick, is because when a crab dies, they release some toxin into the meat, and you're not supposed to eat them if they have died before you cook them. Anyway, they had not only died, but I think they had also rotted on the counter. They'd been long dead by the time we ate them. Anyway, so we knew that you can't eat them after they're dead, but we had this prize crab, this really big one, and Wes was torturing it, and we were bringing it back, and we stopped at the playground, that was the mistake, and he tortured it a little bit on the playground, and this woman came up and was like, what are you doing? Put that back in the ocean. And I was like, listen, we're going to eat it, and so he's just, exploring the crab body, poking his eyes, I know. But it was one of those things, when a stranger says something to your kids, you're like, you can't tell my kids. Anyway, he then immediately kills the crab. And in front of the woman. It was mortifying. And then we had to, anyway, all this, and we didn't get anything we could eat. Anyway.
Thank you.
Thank you.